Who?
I don't know that guy.
Wait, is that Music Player Alan? Is that the brand new channel Music Player Alan? Recently hit over 2,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Whoa.
That must be him.
I think we're live.
No,
Are we live?
it's a different guy.
Oh, different guy. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, my name is Dichotic. I don't know who this fucking imposter is.
Dude, I don't recognize any of these girls, by the way. I know they're wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, am I just dumb, or is this a different group? They don't
No,
look like...
dude, you got to think this is pre-debut, right? So this is
Yeah.
4 years ago,
What are
right?
you-
So
what are
like
you
most of
guys
them are like
talking about?
16 or 17 years old. So they haven't like grown up yet. You can't even they don't even have faces yet.
What the fuck are you guys
Yeah,
talking
they literally
about?
don't have faces. They're just eyebrows.
What are we talking about? What
Yo
the hell are you
mama.
talking about? Whose faces are we talking about here?
Your face, baby.
Champ put it in the Discord group. He put it in the chat. It's
I
like a
just
dance
I
practice.
wanted
video.
to show
Welcome,
Shade
Edward.
a little dancing, little
Welcome,
dance
Neo.
to dance.
Welcome, Doom Marin.
Welcome, Restream. Stream Elements. Thanks, guys, for coming.
Yeah, Stream Elements. You guys are awesome. You're always here.
Always on top of it.
Someone's got Jello.
I've always wanted to do this. I want
I
to
could go for some
stream and
Jell-O.
eat. I see people streaming and eating. I'm going to do it now. So
There's a name for that, man. It's its own genre of content.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
Mukbang?
Yep.
Excuse me.
You never heard that before, huh? Dude, you really are new to
Excuse
the
me?
internet.
Excuse me. Hold on. Say it again.
Shady, you want
Mukbang.
Shady, you want a mukbang with me?
There's no way this is real.
Yeah, baby. M-U-K bang.
Oh, it's real.
And then
is this the thing? Like, I'm gonna look it up and I'm gonna regret that I did. Like,
No.
the
only
two
if you
girls
find the Korean girl that eats live squids. If that's the first video that pops
they're
up,
still,
you
like,
might
moving?
regret it. Yeah.
they're still moving.
Oh yeah, they're alive. She's literally eating them while they're alive. That girl is gross, man.
Everybody always takes every genre to a whole new level, I swear. All the time.
Dude, my stream this past week was trying to get me to watch a video about two girls in a cup that I hadn't.
Oh
like-
god.
You never knew about that either?
They told me to look it up. They told me to look it up and not do it on stream. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. They
No,
started
You
don't
talking
should do
about
it.
They
You should do it.
Mm-mm.
Definitely.
They told me what it was. I didn't
You
need
didn't
to.
do it? Oh, they told you. Why would you
No.
tell him? Why would you tell him? You're supposed to let
They-
that go. Why would you let this man not fulfill his destiny?
I can't believe you had never
heard.
heard of that until recently, dude. Like, did
That
you
was like the-
before you started doing reactions on the internet? Did you just not have the internet?
Right?
You
That's
just-
what I'm saying. Like we heard about that in like high school. That was like
Dude,
the
Have you,
first.
have you heard of human
That-
centipede, my friend?
Oh my god,
Yes,
I remember that.
yes.
Okay, at least we've
Yes.
covered that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like one of the first
I don't know,
viral
man.
video things.
I had also never seen. I had also had never seen the music video for the Psy song, Gangnam Style. I didn't
Oh,
know-
yeah.
I've heard the song. I'd never seen the music video, which
Hey,
is
Oh,
crazy.
you know what? I
To
don't
be
think
fair,
have
I
either.
never saw the music video until about like 2 years ago, so I feel you there. Anyways, guys, welcome to the South Sound Podcast. We're going to be talking about Miyako's track just dropped, well, the cover of Painkiller,
Painkiller.
which was absolutely phenomenal. And then
Yeah.
MIHO started a new group called Zilqy. Is that how we say it? Zilqy or something like that? And then
I think it's
I'm
Zilqy.
guessing it's just Zilqy,
Zilqy?
like a K. Dude, LOVEBITE's information for like the first time in God knows how long.
Yeah,
like
it's
I feel like
been a
we
minute.
haven't been able to talk about them since we even started this podcast.
yeah, it's been a
I'm gonna
minute.
be seeing
and
him in a
then
month.
We got
Yeah, me too.
ex Lostprophets singer, which is that whole story is crazy. We're gonna talk about that. He's dead. The singer's dead. So good
Yeah,
for good for him. Glad he could
spoiler.
finally die. Anyways, well, we'll get into that much more on this podcast. If you are watching from the Dichotic channel, guess what? Go subscribe to the South Sound Podcast because we are shutting down the Dichotic one right now. So make sure you get over here so you can be part of this podcast recording. So buy Dichotic channel. We just want to let you know that we're
Yeah.
doing this podcast over here now.
Buy Dichotic.
This is this is our soft transition out of that channel.
Yeah. So our soft transition. Now we're going hard. We're doing our hard
Yeah.
transition right now. Bye.
Boom.
All right. We're not really gone though. Twitch and everybody watching the South Sound Podcast, we're still here. And why do you raise your hand, champ? You had to raise your hand for that? Was there?
No,
a
I did.
moment?
Am I? Oh, hi.
Yeah,
I am
yeah,
again.
yeah.
Dude, I just gotta say, fucking Neo in the chat goes, "Human Centipede 2 was worse," and I just gotta
There's
ask,
a
like,
second one.
Forget about there being a second one. What about the first one made you want to watch the sequel?
That's a great
Like,
point.
I need to know
That's a really good point.
what brought you back for that.
Because the first one was such a banger, bro. Like, why
Hey,
would
I
you
just
lie?
got a
What do you think?
message. I just got a message saying we will take away your hand because you haven't spoken in 3 seconds.
Oh, wait, what? Yeah,
This is
bro.
Zoom, man. I don't know what's going on here.
Dude, I thought that was a human centipede
You must not
reference.
have the
I was like,
update.
like, we will take away your
Oh.
hand. I was like, where's it gonna go?
Yeah,
Well.
Where's it going?
Oh,
clearly into another arm.
Ken is saying on Twitch that there is 3. There's a
3 what?
fucking
Human
there's-
centipedes?
Yeah, there's
Well, yeah, that's
3
how they
human
attach.
I mean, that makes sense. You have to have 3, right? 2 sequels, you know, to complete the centipede. You know,
Oh
makes
God, is that what
sense.
you call the middle and the back, the sequels?
Oh man! All right, you guys want to just start
We're
off
starting
with,
strong. We're
Yeah,
starting strong.
we're starting
guys.
this podcast strong. Yeah, we're going hard. You guys want to start the podcast off with music reviewing or death? I'll let you all. choose.
Death.
I
Death.
like a little death.
Chat.
Yeah.
Go put it in the chat. What do you want first, death or music stuff?
Who doesn't love a good death?
Let's see how morbid our chat.
We
is
got
this
one
morning.
good one and one bad one, unfortunately.
We want to see morbid. Oh, Ken said he wants to be in the middle of both of you for a centipede. He just said that in Twitch.
No, okay. I mean, as long as I'm not in the back, I'll take the front.
That's the weirdest thing that I'm ever going to be flattered to hear. It's gonna be the weirdest compliment I'm going to hear.
We got one person that they chose death over music reviewing.
Death
We
over
got
music.
anyone else? Nobody else wants to
Yeah.
vote? Well, all right,
Sure,
we're
I
going
don't-
into that. All right. Anyways, very sad though. Something that just came up recently was the Dexcore bassist had passed away not too long ago actually.
Last
so-
month, September.
last month, but they just announced it this past week. So if you don't know who Dexcore is, they're an amazing metalcore band, very progressive too. It's really hard to put them in a slot as a genre in general. Definitely highly recommend checking them out. I know the last song they released was absolutely amazing. Still listen to that song. It's a great track. Go check it out. But they have some big gigs coming up, and we found out more or less why they canceled. So Dexcore has shared the heartbreaking news that the bassist Toru passed away on September 19th. A private funeral was held with close family members, and out of respect for their wishes, the cause of his passing will not be disclosed. Toru's final performance took place on September 17th at Razor's event, Kamisori Mike Akabane Masu Gigs. The band plans to resume live shows later this month, carrying forward Toru's dream of performing at, sorry,
A large venue
someday. I zoomed in and lost exactly where I was reading.
Yeah.
So shout out to J-Rock News. They have this translated for us on here about what happened or whatnot. So when he first joined Dexcore in the summer of 2007 with previous guitarist Haku before leaving the band at the end of 2020, Toru then rejoined the band in 2023 for the band's single Savior, which is the single I was referring to earlier. It was really good. And stayed as a permanent member until his passing. So one of the articles that they put up, they said, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to all the fans who supported him warmly and to all the staff and related parties who took care of him during his life. The funeral was conducted in the presence of close family members in accordance with a brave family's wishes. So they kept, and this is pretty typical on Japan. They don't really go all crazy about like how they died or what happened. They keep all that stuff very, 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 very private. So it was very sudden and very sad. But prior to this announcement happening, and a lot of us were wondering, I know in our Discord server for Dicodic, we were like, what's going on? Because they canceled some very significant shows. One of them being the Need for Resistance, which was with Nemophila, prevents Chinchin Tsu Goku Dochu. I probably fucked that up. But and in the Family Fest 2025, that's funny that it's called In the Family. I'm learning all in the family with Korn and Fred Durst for this Korn cover that we're doing later this month. So it's funny just to see that. So Dexcore will resume performances starting on October 10th at the double headline tour with Nocturnal Bloodlust, another great band you all should check out. If you like deathcore and like metalcore, they mix like all those genres into one, and they have melodies on top of that. So it's not just like brutal screaming the entire time. Well, but a lot of it, some of it is. Dexcore does a little bit more clean melodic vocals, but they have a lot of melodies on the guitar and everything, and they're really, really proficient players, and they're all phenomenal. Very sad
All
news.
true.
Yep.
Yeah, they weren't one of my like go-to bands, but I've heard them in passing. Like every once in a while, they just pop up on my feed, and I always think that they're pretty good. You know,
The last song they put out was one of their best that I had ever heard, and I remember thinking, man, I can't wait till they put out more, and I hope more of their songs sound like this. It was like a perfect blend. I highly recommend you guys checking it out.
yeah, definitely. At this point, I'm
Yep.
gonna listen to a little bit more of their stuff. I think, you know,
I
they
hope
were
they-
a pretty big fixture in the scene.
I hope they film the show that they're going to be doing. What was that, next week? The one that they announced in the
October 10th. I don't know. I don't know if they're
oh,
gonna.
that was a couple days ago. I hope they filmed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it already went out. Oh my gosh, it's October 12th already. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
God damn.
going real fast.
I
The
thought we
second
were.
half
I
of this
thought we
year
were in
is flying
September
by.
still.
No.
Welcome to the South Sound Podcast, where we're 1 week behind everything.
Man, so he was. It doesn't actually say like how old he was anywhere on the internet. But I found one Facebook page saying that he was 64, and that's the only piece of information that I could get. And it's just so fucking young, dude. It's so sad if that's the case. But that's even a little older than I was expecting him to be. To be totally honest.
Yeah, I mean, based on the picture that was used in that's crazy.
Yeah.
But again, to take that with a grain of salt, because all I'm finding AI is saying his age is not available. This is just a Facebook post.
It's because
about
he
his
didn't
death.
age. You didn't know that he didn't have an age because he didn't age. He just that's why.
Well, don't
always
you
looked the
know
same.
Asian people don't age at all?
Yeah,
until
they don't.
They're
That-
like 70.
That's why they don't.
And then
report
they get
ages.
really old really fast. But they're
I
like
just learned that. Yeah.
18 until they're 70.
They're 18 till they're 70. I love that. That's a great explanation.
But then they
right
become
there.
180. You know, like after they hit 70. But I would take that over my
lag.
white being old at 40 in a fucking heartbeat.
they lag.
like-
they just lag. You know, they have a lagging age effect going on.
Exactly.
I lost my mind when I found out that Taka from 1OK Rock was 37. Like that guy's 37.
Yeah, you
years
were saying
old,
that
and
last
I
week.
looked at a picture of him. I'm like, this is stupid. It's dumb.
I mean,
Yeah, you thought he was 12.
I didn't know.
I thought it was like in his early 20s. Like I thought he was like significantly younger than I was. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because I'm 37. I'm the same age as Taka. I was like, what? I didn't even know that. That was crazy.
Like with respect to you, Alan, you look like you're 37. He doesn't. You know, you look your age. He does not. He
Yeah,
looks
but
like a child.
I wonder if like other Japanese people would look at him and be like, he looks 37. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like
don't
if
know.
you're a 21-year-old Japanese person, do you look at him and go, he looks 37? Or are you like,
I
dude, you look
wonder.
the same age as me?
Yeah, I wonder. Anyways, let's talk about another death that we might celebrate a little bit more.
Yeah.
So there was a brutal murder of former Lostprophets singer Ian Watkins has died in prison at age 48 after being attacked by another inmate. By the way, he was attacked before. This wasn't the first attack either against him. And
The first one was
you'll see
bad, too.
why real quick if you don't know this story. So reports say it happened on October 11th at the HM prison Wakefield, also known as Monster Mansion. Apparently, another prisoner slashed his throat, hitting the jugular. Guards tried to intervene, but Watkins bled out before help could reach him. So now, if that name rings a bell, because it probably will, if you remember the story about him, it says, yeah, this is the same guy who was serving 29 years for absolutely horrific crimes. He was convicted back in 2013 for multiple child.
Don't say the things
Child offenses.
that they wrote here.
Child offenses. You guys can fill in
Yeah.
the blanks. So, including the attempted, of a baby.
A baby.
Yeah.
A baby.
Attempted rape of a baby. That is wild. Wild. Child abuse and possession of extremely graphic images. The judge even said this case plunged into the new depths of depravity. Wow.
Damn.
Wow. What's crazy is this wasn't his first attack. He was beaten and stabbed last year by other inmates too. So clearly he was a major target inside that prison. And a lot of us know that's like a big thing with prisoners is if you mess with like children, kids, or anything like that, they'll go after you. They'll try to shank you. They'll take you out because they're stuck in the prison for the rest of their life. So they don't mind, killing another person, especially when they do that. That's like, high on the list. And,
There's levels to evil, man.
Yeah,
and that's where they put the bottom. The other evil puts baby grapers at the bottom of the barrel.
That's wild, though. Babies.
Yeah,
like,
dude. So I remember when the
that guy is
story
sick
originally
in the
broke. I'm
fucking
sure we
head.
all do, right?
Yeah,
Like,
fuck that guy.
I remember when the story originally broke. I loved that album that they came out with, Start Something. I was a massive fan because they were like it was like maybe their second album or whatever, and I was like, this is like actually really good pop punk music.
Yeah,
like I could get into this.
This is for the early 2000s for anyone that's wondering.
Yeah,
so it's like they were
like early 2000s.
They were one of the biggest bands, and I remember buying that album. I loved it also.
It was so unique for its time. It was like it had that emo core stuff to it, but it was also just like
everyone
had
was
its own
shocked when this went down. Everyone just couldn't believe it. I remember people on the internet arguing, saying that it was like fake and blah blah, saying that the news wasn't real and all that.
Right.
Stuff. Yeah.
So this was the first, and possibly, thinking back, only time that anything in music, anybody in music, has done something so heinous that I stopped listening to the band. There are people that are pieces of shit, and I still listen to their music because I could separate the art from the artist. But I cannot hear this guy's voice without thinking about the shit that he did. So like this was, I think, the worst thing. Like musically, it was so bad that it was the only band I ever stopped listening to because of that.
Imagine being the other members in this band and finding this.
Oh
yeah, he fucked up their lives too, dude. He fucked their lives.
Not
completely.
Yeah, because now people are going to look at those other band members as probably associated with this also, because that's what people do. They're just going to be
not
like,
just associated. People are like, people are gonna fucking say that they knew about it or that they were complicit or like. Which
they're gonna say how did they not
but
know about it?
Yeah. They're gonna say shit like that. Which
and you're gonna be like, there's a million ways, but
there's a million ways. Everyone has had a friend that has hidden something from them and is no longer friends with them anymore because they found out and they immediately took the corrective action.
Exactly.
There is a lot of things I found out about a couple friends that I was shocked and immediately removed myself from that.
And that's what has to happen. Like that's the move. Like you have to, if you don't move, if you find out that your friend is doing some shady ass shit, and you just ignore it and stay, not shady in the shade way, shady in the
participating in a Centipede movie. Would that be something?
Participating?
No,
Yeah,
I think that's acceptable because it's consensual. Yeah,
so you're
exactly.
good, Shade. You're good, Shade. You can do your Centipede stuff. You're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're good.
We're good. We're good there. You're good.
But yeah, man, like fucking dude got killed, and like honestly, he deserved it. I don't say that about many people. There very rarely will I ever say that, but like that's
I'm happy it happened because he was only
brutally
serving 29 years, which is how is it not a life sentence?
That's another thing.
I don't
so this
understand.
happened like almost 20 years ago, right? So like he would have been done in the next decade, and he would have come out. Are you telling me that he didn't want to still do what he was wanting to do before? He's gonna be like, I haven't seen a baby in decades.
Does the UK have the... oh my god. Wow, that's some dark humor right there.
My fault. Maybe we should move on to a different topic.
Anyways,
oh my god.
Yeah, he's dead, so that's good. And
yeah, babies celebrating all over the world right now.
Babies are celebrating all over the world. I was going to say it real quick. Does the UK have life sentences? Was that the max? I'm sure they do.
I actually don't know.
They have to, right? But anyways, point is,
I don't know.
Piece of shit. They said he suffered a brutal death with getting a knife to the jugular. I don't know. I've never been, killed before at the jugular. I don't know how brutal that is. But I feel like he should have been hung from his nutsack on the top of a skyscraper. But I think that would have been more brutal. And then like him just fall just enough to get super injured and then just keep him alive. And then like sew it back on or something and just keep doing that over and over again. I think that would have been a better fitting for his death, not a knife to the jugular. You guys agree? I think that would be.
I mean, I mean, I'm a fan of an eye for an eye, to be totally honest. So like,
Oh, I'm sure he had to get
Oh, I'm sure that happened.
that had to happen in
He-
prison.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
I
I
hope
mean,
so, and I hope it was brutal. I hope they like grabbed his nuts while he was doing, just start yanking.
yeah,
his
like
entire time.
I didn't. You really want to see this guy's nuts take? Just take his nuts off at that point, right? Like just remove, castrate him.
No, just brutally injure him. Just like, all right, let's talk about music.
Yeah.
Miyako will save us. Miyako, our savior, released
Love Bite.
Whoa.
released one of the most incredible covers I've ever seen of Painkiller ever. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. It is a complete piano rendition of the song, and it was great. Oh, what were your guys' thoughts? I already added it to my little sample list right here, so I can play it while talking and stuff. Has some background music. It was beautiful.
She's
Really excited to
superstar.
hear the whole album, the whole EP that she released, the piano EP. I'm really excited to hear
This
the
is
whole
her
thing.
second one now, right? That she'll be releasing.
Because she's done like a performance, like she did like a God, I don't know, a recital. There we go. Earlier this year that I think went really well. I think that's why she felt motivated to do another EP like this, which is pretty cool. Because like how many other metal musicians are releasing like piano recitals? Like that's just, it's so unique. It's so cool.
It is.
Like almost none of them, and also the fact that she's doing like metal songs on the
cool.
piano makes it even cooler. Because it's like she's playing them classically, like especially this one, right? Like it was very much a classical piece,
Yeah.
the way that she wrote this out, because it is the song, but it's the song reimagined. Like especially the solo portion in the middle, which is basically her rephrasing a lot of it and like adding her own. It's her own song at this point, just using the sort of like skeleton of what Painkiller is by Judas Priest. And I love that, man. Like classicalizing metal tracks is like those two genres in general go hand in hand so well.
They do. It's been
and she's
done
awesome.
for a while, right? Especially like the neoclassical sound. Symphony X is a good example of that. of
Unlucky
classical-
Morpheus.
Unlucky Morpheus. Like classical music being turned into metal is great. So I love seeing it in reverse. Metal being put into classical music. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. And the way she played it was so cool. Even the little piano jabs that she's doing and the amazing sound that's coming out of it. And you could feel the lyrics as she was hitting those higher octaves and just like really making sure you hear that pain, like that. Like you hear the lyrics, you can hear it perfectly the way she did it, and just having that bed of rhythm underneath. It was very, very good, very, very amazing.
She's really smart. Like I think that
Yeah.
when we talk about a lot of these artists out here, that like some people are really good guitarists or some people are really good drummers, and then some people are really good writers, and then there are people that are like literal geniuses like musically, and they can do whatever they want to do in that moment. Like if you gave her a different instrument, I am completely convinced that she'd be able to learn it like pretty much immediately and apply everything that she knows and understands to that new instrument. Because she's like world class guitarist and pianist and writer at this point.
So something that's really
insane.
cool about good piano players, the vocal coach I have that here at the music school, she is a phenomenal pianist, been playing since she was 5. And we were doing Smooth Criminal vocal workout or whatnot because I was working on that cover, and I gave it to her, and it just amazed me how she just like took the song and just immediately had the vocals on the right hand and then the left hand rhythm. And I'm like, what the fuck? And that's what it reminded me. So then I watched this right after that lesson when you guys were saying to check this out. And I was thinking in my head, this is amazing. This is just phenomenal. And she just takes it to a whole other level, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on for footwork too when doing this on piano. You have the expression pedal that you gotta hold and let go at certain points so it doesn't stand out too much. So when she's doing those jabs and trying to hold down that better rhythm, she's doing a lot of stuff with the expression pedal to make sure that those notes aren't being held out too long. So it's super difficult. And I was thinking in my head, she was doing what my piano teacher was doing, but at a whole higher level, like a whole other level, because to get that separated, to perfectly get those notes, she has to let go of that pedal so you can hear the jab of the lyrics and then press it down right away so you don't lose the sustainability of the notes of the rhythm. And that's the part that was really standing out to me when I was watching. And I'm thinking in my head, oh my God, it's like when you're doing drums, but a lot harder because you have like all the rhythm also that's going on there with the melodies. You got to make sure that are matching. It's just phenomenal.
I also want to call out that the the way it was filmed, the music video, if you want to call
Oh
it that,
yeah,
for
yeah,
like it gave this sort of like haunted, like kind of older cinematic feel to it. The way they had the soft lighting, like just the
Mhm.
way they used like the accent lighting on Miyako the whole time. Like
yeah.
it was just so cool. It kind of gave you this feel of like, oh, this was filmed on like, you know, older cameras. Like it kind of gave you this like 80s and 70s feel, which I think was really
Mhm.
cool if you're doing a Judas Priest song like this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like even with the
and the
lighting here
tones.
and the black and
Yeah,
white, even
because it's just black and white and then gold. Like that's all you
Yeah.
get in all the images.
yeah, very
Yeah.
good videography.
It feels
Very
very
good.
regal, you know, like
It's
it
just
feels
simple,
very
man.
like it feels like a like it feels like she's playing the song like in a haunted mansion that used to be owned by queens and kings, you know, like I just love
Sir Judas Priest.
yeah, there you go.
Sir Rob Halford. With you.
Real Belford. Yeah, but I think that, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I'm sure, but she's probably the instrumentalist in Japan that I think is the best overall. Like she's my number one.
Yeah.
Also on
I
guitar,
put
like
her and Konami up there for
guitar
sure.
skill level is right up there. You know.
It's as good. That's the thing, right? Like I remember the first I wish I could remember which song it was, but her and Midori were going back and forth on doing their solo thing or whatever, and Midori's part was super fast and clean and super impressive. And the Miyako, she just she hit like a fourth of the notes in her solo part, but just the way that she expressed it, like it reminded me, I think I mentioned it at the time, of Dimebag Darrell. Like just the way that it feels like it's singing, the guitar is singing instead of just playing an instrument. It's actually got its own voice to it. She's just like that too. And like Alan, what you were saying, it's the same thing with like her foot pedal work on the piano. It gives it more expression, it gives it more personality, more of a voice.
Yeah, it was incredible. Just thinking about knowing how that instrument is played and just being able to do all that stuff at the same time and just get it perfectly in harmony is phenomenal. Really good stuff.
Hmm.
Absolutely. crushed
Well,
it.
she's not the only member of Love Bites, or that has at least been a part of Love Bites, that has been up to something lately. Because we
Nice
got
segue.
former bassist, right? I was going for that. Former bassist MIHO and her new band, Ellen.
I gotta say,
Yes.
I fell in love with this singer from this band. I don't know who she
Mm.
is. Man, I was wildly attracted to her. The most polite way. I just like couldn't stop staring. I was like, this is amazing. And then they cut off the song at the end where a really badass riff was coming in. I was so pissed.
Yeah.
Like it was the perfect.
Well, it's not
teaser.
out yet, is it?
It was
No,
a
it's just
perfect
the teaser.
teaser. They were playing the teaser, and then I was like, after staring at the singer for the entire time, and then finally I realized there's music, and I was like, oh shit, like this riff is badass.
Yeah, I am really excited to hear this. I'm also trepidatious. Like I'm feeling a little bit like I don't know if I'm gonna like it, because it's just by what we heard,
Yeah.
which sounds like it's probably gonna be the chorus. It very much reminded me of what we hear from like poppy nowadays, or
Yeah.
like that whole genre of like the new sort of like um metalcore, I guess you
Like,
would call it. It sounds
yeah.
like that new resurgence of metalcore. Like, what are the other bands that are doing this now? The new ones, like with the girl singer that was just in the Evanescence song, Spirit Box. It's got
Oh,
that
recording.
kind of sound to it.
Yeah, but
And I'm wondering if she's gonna come in the second verse and just start screaming her ass off, because that's what the rest of that genre sounds like nowadays.
I don't think there's going
Yeah.
to be screams. My personal take is I don't think there's going to be screams, but I agree with you. When I was listening to the first part of the song, I was thinking, wow, this is really good music. I like it, but I've heard it before. But right at the tail end, you heard this riff starting up, and I was so excited to hear it.
Yo, can you play
And
it? Do you have the?
I do have it. I just think it's going to get us taken down.
Really? Is it copyrighted? It doesn't even. It's not even released yet.
They don't even let you play videos. So Japan videos, whenever you play them, they go after you and you can't fight it at all, and they'll just take.
I didn't know you could
they'll start
copyright a teaser. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's happened
All
before.
right.
but
Forget it. Well, anyway, but yeah,
I can
it
show
does
you.
sound like.
I can show you still frames of it. There you go.
There you go.
There's
That's
Miho right
cool.
there.
Show the there she is.
There she is.
What do you know? She's on our title today. Click to the singer because you're talking about how hot she is, and I want to see her because I don't think I was really paying attention.
How would you not?
Oh, she's kind of got that. She's got that Rhea Ripley vibe to her, doesn't she?
I was gonna say that like Amy Winehouse. She's kind of got like a messiness to her.
Yeah, a little less drugs, but yeah.
You don't know that.
A little less.
You don't know how cool she is.
That's true. We got to hang out with her.
Yeah. Maybe she does tons of drugs. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll meet up in January when I'm in Japan. I'll find out how cool she is.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. I like her voice too. Like it definitely sounds modern. This music, it's interesting because Love Bites with MIHO, like it's so classic. You know, it's really got like there's some modernized stuff to it, but you got about 80s power metal and 80s thrash metal pretty much like fused together into the sound that they're doing. And like this feels so much more modern. This feels 2025 just based on the 20 seconds that we heard.
Flack Checker just mentioned, he said, I've never seen so many dudes cry during a Miyako piano solo. During Painkiller?
Really?
Okay.
I mean, I Judas Priest was never really like my guys. Like maybe if they were doing an Iron Maiden song, I would have felt a little bit more.
So I read that comment, I'm like, I'm just shocked during Painkiller. I can imagine other piano pieces for sure, but I couldn't imagine Painkiller. But anyway,
I mean, he didn't say Painkiller specifically.
Yeah,
he just said
didn't.
piano solo.
I'm assuming Painkiller because
I am too because that's what we talked about.
Yeah,
that's what we just watched.
But anyways, back to MIHO though. I am excited to hear this because that riff was a perfect tease. It really was.
I gotta go. I don't even know what you were like talking about. I gotta go listen to that again right now.
I could play 7 seconds.
Just play the last 7 seconds.
I'm gonna play the last 7 seconds. You hear this riff, and this is what I'm looking forward to the most hearing. Here, turn on the volume here.
Yeah, it sounds like
you could tell it's good. There's a groove coming. There's a groove coming.
And it had synth in it too. There was like a synth doing the same thing as the guitar. But that still reminds me of like
that gave me Symphony X 5
2025 metalcore. Like I think that's what they're doing. I think they're going to be in that genre, which I think is cool because that Japan like really hasn't broken through on that yet. Like baby metal honestly is doing the most of that because they're working and collaborating with people that are in that genre right now from the West.
For sure.
So like to have a Japanese band that like focuses on that, it would actually be really cool and refreshing. Like it's not refreshing in the West anymore, but it would be refreshing in the East.
I really hope that they have like a decent variety in their EP. I'd like to hear like we have this teaser for Carry On. I'd like to hear maybe a teaser for something that's got a different, like a slightly different tempo, different sound, different structure. I'd like to see like some variety too. I think that's what's going to help them stand out because I think there's too many bands that I've heard personally that kind of all start to sound the same. Yeah. I think that's what you were pointing out with like this chorus. Maybe it sounds a little familiar.
It sounds like They're All Around Me by Poppy. Like no, I'm sorry, it's not that one. Whatever her most recent release was, it has like almost like if you played them back to back, you would be like, wow, they could be the same song. But that's not necessarily like a bad thing. Like I like that song from Poppy, and again, this is being done in the East instead of the West as like the first band that I'm really hearing doing this from the East that's not doing it in a collab style. So I'm curious, man.
And it's cool that it's like I don't know anything about the singer or the guitarist or the drummer. So it's cool
right.
To learn. It's
the guitarist is from Alduis, who was also a sort of like metal-ish band from Japan like a decade ago.
Yeah, and the guitarist was really good from Alduis, for sure.
So here's the thing that I'm feeling good about right now, and this is why I'm like actually really hyped about this because I feel like this new metalcore that's out in the West right now is a very simplified and more basic version of the metalcore that Alan and I grew up loving back in the mid 2000s. But the Japanese bands that we listen to take these things that we've already heard and they do them better a lot of the time. They make them more intricate and technical and unique and refreshing. So if this band is taking that new style of metalcore and putting that Japanese we actually have talent spin on it, then it might end up being like the best version of what is out there.
Damn,
right
what
now.
a blow right there! Like you hear that,
Damn.
like just that hidden blow that he just snuck in there.
It wasn't
right
hidden. He said it with
He
every
said
part
it
of his
so
mouth.
smooth.
I told you, man. My Queen is the worst song on the new Baby
Dude.
Metal album. I'm sorry,
It
guys.
You know
is
what's funny?
not.
It
You're
just
out of
is.
here.
Champ,
It is
just
not.
is.
It is
Champ,
not
so
the worst song on the
Zilqy-
album. You
Yeah,
guys
you're
think
crazy
My
for saying
Queen
it's the
from Baby
worst.
Metal is
Name
the
it. Name a
worst?
song. Okay, what's the worst song on the album then? Go ahead.
None
Go
of
ahead.
them.
Throw
They're
any
all
other song
great.
under
They're
the bus.
amazing. They're all high tier level Baby Metal
Yeah,
songs.
exactly. So you can't
No,
say.
I like My Queen better than Papa Ya. I like it better.
That's
than...
not on that
That's
album.
not on this album.
I know. I'm just saying, but I do
Damn,
like
you
it
just got-
more than other Baby Metal songs. All right.
Yeah, but
Fucking
you're
attacked
moving
on
off the album.
Yeah,
Just
this guy's
to-
moving them.
Just
I'd say I like
I'm
Goldpost.
going off
Gone.
I'm going off the album because every song on the album's great. So that's why
I like it
have-
more than
I have to-
Metallica.
From Me to You is not worse than My Queen, Neo. You're out of your mind.
Yeah, Neo's crazy.
You know, I agree.
For me to use one of the best.
In originality, My Queen is more original.
No,
Alright,
it's
so-
not. What?
Yes, because of Sue's vocals. I'm telling you, Sue's vocals.
Fine, but the
are-
music
are
behind
the-
it
Sue has
is
crazy vocals in
so
For Me to You too.
But they're
basic.
not as unique as My Queen. Sorry, they're not.
They use auto tune. It's very unique. It sounds weird.
Kawaii is the worst. Oh, on the
Okay.
album.
No fucking way.
no.
What's the
that's-
worst on the album?
No.
What'd you say?
No, that's
He said-
crazy.
he said
Kawaii.
Kawaii.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
I
That song-
actually that one's on the bottom of my list too.
No, that's-
No, but it's
fuck
but
you.
it's still
Go
above My
listen
Queen.
to it. Go listen to it
Still
again.
above My Queen.
All right, champ. So
Yeah.
with Zilqy, back to Zilqy for a second.
Yeah, Zilqy.
So I'm
Amps
actually
work.
really excited. You just brought up a good point with like the guitars coming from Aldris. Like this seems like it's a new band filled with experienced members, kind of like Hagane when they reformed and brought in like Juna and Sakura and Nagi and all that. So
Mhm.
like I'm really excited too because like an example of a band that's like new is like Neki. And I saw Sonic said something about Neki in the chat a minute ago, and it reminded me like Neki's really cool. I just feel like they don't have like a signature sound yet because they're still like such young musicians.
Yeah.
But like Zilqy's not young musicians, so I'm really curious what they're going to come in like how are they going to debut? Like how are they going to be received? I'm pretty excited.
Dude,
I'm
I
really
just hope that it's like it's got things that I'm gonna be impressed by. Because like I just don't want to hear another metalcore song where I'm just like, oh hey, it's a nice metalcore song. I want to hear a metalcore song where I'm like, oh, that bridge was really creative. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like give me the bridge from Adabana by Nemophila. Like, give
and
me
that's the
something
thing.
like
That's
that.
the thing. The
Ugh.
most unique bands right now in that genre is going to be Nemophila. It's going to be Hanabiye, and it's going to be Baby Metal. They have probably the most unique metalcore sounding songs right now. in
Yeah,
Japan.
probably. I mean,
And
I'm trying to
those
think
are
of another
hard
one.
ones to compete with. Those
Really
are
hard.
It's very hard to compete with them and try to get something different than what they're already doing. You know, like you were just mentioning some of these songs in the chat.
yeah. See, luckily for Hanabiye, they really are never going to have any competition for their style because it's so them that like nobody else is going to come out and like do that rap type thing that she does and then just start screaming.
Well,
like,
Nemophila's tried it. Nemophila's done it in a couple songs. Like,
yeah, but it's a little different. Like there's like she's not trying to sound cute when she does it. Like
Exactly.
true.
You know,
true.
like-
I want to hear more rap stuff by Nemophila. Actually, I really want to hear that mix. I
like
want.
style.
I want
like
that.
how she
you
does-
guys-
I want them to do more new metal stuff. I really do.
Well,
I enjoy the
Brainwash
shit
is
out
new
of it.
metal, but she didn't
Yeah,
really
no,
rap in it.
Yeah, she didn't really.
Did you
rap
guys
in
check
it.
out the stream at all? I know Champ said you watched like a little bit of it.
I watched 3 songs. Yeah.
3.
I haven't watched any. But
That was
go
fun.
ahead. Wait,
That was fun. I haven't watched like a full Nemophila concert before. Like I haven't seen like back to back. I've only ever seen like individual performances of a song. Like I haven't watched them do a set before. So that was really cool. Like I enjoyed they even took time to talk to the audience, like the live stream, the viewers and all that. It was pretty badass. And there were songs I hadn't heard yet because I haven't heard all their stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah, so it was
Definitely
like
recommend checking it out.
there was no audience. It was just like it's like a live stream that they were doing in like their studio or whatever. And it was cool.
Sim is another good one. Thank you, Hotbot, for mentioning Sim. Sim also brings that new metal kind of metalcore vibe. That's very unique. Nobody sounds
Yeah.
like that, dude. Like
So does
Moff
Crossfaith? Is that who
it was? Yes, fucking Crossfaith. Yeah, the guy
Yeah,
that
they were like that too.
destroyed their fucking career. Oh, that pisses
Yep,
me off.
there you go. Another case of a singer ruining a band and
Yeah,
just
Jesus.
destroying the other people's careers, man. Fucking A. But yeah, dude, like I agree with everything you said.
Well, it was the guitarist, not the singer.
Yeah.
Correct that.
Musician, let's just
A musician ruined the band. Thank you. Yeah.
It is. I will say to Champ's point from earlier, it is worse when it's the singer because you can't unhear that voice. Like at least if it's guitar, you can like someone else can play the guitar, but no one else can sing the same vocals. Like that is a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
When it is the singer.
Yeah, they never stood a chance.
Also, babies, bro. Come on.
Some babies.
That's so fucking horrible.
Like
Yeah.
he could be singing about anything and I'd still just hear that. You know what I mean? Like he could be like donate to charity and I'd hear I want babies. Like there's no listening to him ever again. You ruined a great album too. So just this motherfucker. This motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyways, we're getting off topic here. But
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Nemophila concert.
Nemophila.
Nemophila.
Oh, yeah.
Very different. Very different vibe.
Yeah. No babies in Nemophila.
Super fun. Super fun.
And I will say that like I thought that so I love that they did this. First of all, like let's just give them the credit, the props to just they had a cancellation of a tour that were going to come over to here, and they were like, "It's not going to happen. We're going to do a free live stream for everybody to watch us." They didn't have to do it. They did it. Awesome.
That's right.
Good on them.
To make up for the shows and stuff. That they
Yeah. So that's sick. I will say, MIHO sounded awesome, and one of the things about Nemophila is they're very raw, especially when it comes to the vocals. And this was no change. Like this was just like raw MIHO belting and screaming like the whole time. And I want to give them credit for that. They don't even really use effects on her voice or anything like that, even on the records most of the time. It's just straight up raw. And she sounded great. I will say my only beef with it was I thought that the drums sounded a little tinny. I don't know if it's their studio or the setup, or maybe she was playing with a different set than she normally does. But it was like, I don't know. It just like the crashes and all the cymbals and stuff ended up sounding like just not as powerful as I'm used to hearing when they're usually playing. It must have been just like the studio. Did you feel the same way, Shade?
I don't. I'd have to go back and specifically try to listen for the drums for that. I'd say that I did actively notice that they were changing the levels of the mix throughout that live stream, trying to get it right. Because it is like a live stream in a studio, I'm assuming they have to constantly make adjustments to like the gain on different pickups and microphones, like on the drums and on the guitars and stuff like that. So you could definitely tell like through by the time they got to that new song, which by the way, I still don't know what the name of that song is because it just pops up as kanji on Spotify.
Dude, the new song is no great too.
Yeah,
it's
it's got one of my favorite choruses of MIHO. Like it's super catchy. Her melody part is super fucking catchy. By the time it got to that song, like maybe 30-40 minutes into the show, I thought the balance sounded great. But I got to go back and listen specifically for drums. I wasn't really.
Okay.
I was too busy, jamming out to MIHO. I really wasn't paying attention to the drums. So
yeah. And this was also the first time that you'd seen them like do a live concert, so you were just like, you're just enjoying the moment.
And she's running around like jumping and shit. They even had some like choreography and stuff, which I was surprised to see. Which is pretty cool. I was like, what the fuck? We're dancing?
MIHO's crazy. I remember when I saw her at Aftershock, she was pregnant and did that show and was running around and running around. It was wild. Just screaming and everything.
I will say, I'm gonna sound like a broken record here, but like I still miss the second guitarist. There was a part where Hazuki was doing a solo, and the second half of the solo was a part where like both guitarists used to do the solo together, and she only did the second half. The first half, she was playing chords while there was a backing track doing the original solo part. And like, I'm not giving them shit for doing that because that's they've chosen to have a 4-piece band and they still want to play their old songs. So I get it.
So they didn't
I
have backing
just
tracks for it?
that was a backing track. That's
Oh,
what
they
I'm
did.
saying.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
But
Sorry.
the backing track was playing the solo.
Oh, okay.
And I don't love that. Like again, I'm not docking them points for it, but like I
Sounds
would
like you are.
a little bit. It's hard not to, man. Like I hear a solo and then I look at the guitarist and there's only one and she's playing the chords. And like I get it, that's your old song. Like you had 2 guitarists then. But they did like redo the songs like with the at least most of them. So like I don't really see why they would have to do stuff like that at this point. And I
I
kind
think
of
no
wish
matter
they wouldn't.
what, you're gonna piss someone off. Like, because imagine if they do change it and that solo was someone's favorite part. Like, and then
Yeah.
you took it away, and now like, well, why are they trying to like?
But that's
make
the
this-
decision that they
Yeah.
make by keeping only one guitarist, right? Like they could still bring in a second guitarist to play those parts, but they're choosing not to. So by making that decision, I do kind of feel like okay, it's on them to like make sure that people are pleased with how they present that stuff. I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is going to stop me from watching Nemophila concerts.
Well,
No, it's of course not. It's like
so-
it was like 10 seconds in a part of one song.
I wanted to say something, not only for the listener. Okay, so with Dichotic, we always had 2 guitars. We had a bunch of harmonies, bunch of solos and stuff. Then we went down to 1 guitar. We're like, we're just gonna do 3 pieces, but it easier. And even as the person playing it without that second part, there's a whole vibe shift. There's a weird emptiness feeling when you do it, and it takes a moment to get used to it because some of the parts weren't written for just 1 guitar. Normally, you have the bass doing a lot more, or you have them filling up the sound. You add extra effects, extra pedals, extra layers and stuff to the bass itself. Specifically, that's why when you see 3 pieces, they have massive fucking pedal boards because they're trying to fill up a sound, make the band sound bigger. And I remember going down to just 1 guitar for a lot of shows with Dichotic, and it does feel weird. So I wonder even for them, I wonder how it feels for them, not just for the listener, because I'm sure there's an element that could possibly throw them off, or maybe it doesn't. Maybe they're completely happy with it. Maybe they think it sounds better. I'd be curious to know like how they feel about just having it, because I've done the whole thing where you have the second guitar and a backing track, and to me, it's not the same. I mean, you have your in-ears, so if you mix it properly in the in-ears, it'll make it feel more full. But if you don't mix it properly in the in-ears, it won't. So I would be curious. I would love that's an interview question I've been thinking about asking the next time I do an interview with Nemophila is like, hey, what is it like not having that other element or that other person?
Would you rather them do what they did, right, with having a backtrack during that second guitarist of the solo, or rewrite the solo in the song?
Well, most
2.
bands, but here's the thing, most bands, but this doesn't happen with Japanese bands, I've noticed. They play everything exactly like the recording. Other bands for a very long time, the solos never sounded the same. They were always different. They had the key elements that were there, but everything would be changed. But what I've noticed about Japanese bands, the solo is what you hear on the album when they play it live. They don't really veer off. Like
Bandmate does.
Even Bandmate still plays a lot of solos note for note.
Yeah, but Bandmate will add full solos.
They do add full solos.
But that's different.
The
They're adding to it. They don't restructure the solos that were already written. They play them like they're supposed to be played on the album. They'll add to it, but they never like change it. You know what I mean? That I've seen so far from the bands that we've seen, Bandmate, Nemophila,
you're probably
LOVEBITE. Right. A lot of them played all the same. I mean, LOVEBITE, they did one of the, I think it was it Miyako? No, I forget the other guitar's name. Midori. She changed up one solo when I saw them live, but I think it was a mistake, and she covered it up with some improv, and it sounded great. Which most guitarists do. If their flaw comes up, you just improvise. But
yeah,
for the
I totally
most part,
believe that they're all capable.
Most of the part, they like all play it note for note, and that's something that I don't really see with a lot of Western metal bands. Normally they like will play the solo differently and just keep like the key highlights of the solo that are catchy.
True. So here's the thing. Oh man, I feel like such a jerk, even like complaining
you're a
about
dick.
it. But
You're such an.
It
asshole.
is what it is. I'll take the heat here. All right, give it to me. I think
dick.
that there are like 4. I think that there are like 4 options that you can take when you're in this situation that they're in. Right? You can bring in a second guitarist. That would be my favorite option. You could restructure the songs for the live show so that everything is live. That would be my second favorite option. Third, you could play the featured parts and just drop out the rhythms. That would be my third favorite option. And then fourth, you could do what they did, which was put a backing track to play some featured parts while the guitar is prepared for the next part that she was going to have to play. And so when you take these options into account, I do feel like they chose the one that I dislike the most. Unfortunately, I just rather them not use backing track at all. I know that they pretty much all use backing tracks at this point. Like you watch the Ready to Rock performance by Bandmate, they have backing track on also. As much as I love them, I'm not going to bullshit this. You know, they have one there doing certain things at certain moments. XG, same thing. I watched their live performance at Gala, and like most of the vocals are live, but there are transition moments where they're using a backing track. So it's hard to get on anybody's case for it when everybody's doing it. But I do feel like there were better options and they didn't take them. So I'm a little disappointed in that aspect of it. I'm still hoping that eventually they say we need a second guitarist, because we're writing stuff that either has to be less complicated now because we only have one guitarist, or we're writing stuff that is complicated but sounds empty because we don't have a second guitarist playing any kind of rhythm with it.
I mean, this whole new album that they came out in January was with the 4-piece, right?
Yes, but it's
Yeah, and then,
recorded
like,
with
this-
2 tracks for the 2 guitar tracks, and most Apple and My Eye you're talking about.
Yeah. And then this new song, which I do not know the name. Please someone tell me in the comments what it is, and like romanized, like how I can read it, because I don't know what it is. But the new song was also with the 4-piece, and I think all of that sounds great. But to your point, if they're using like a second,
It's a good
bass
album
and guitar,
Yeah.
then maybe that's why I can't tell. I think it sounds fucking cool, dude. I don't know.
Well, this is because this is all about live, right? Like for me, because like recording wise, they can still add a second track. They could add a third track, a 12th track if they want to. And, you know, a lot of people do that in a lot of situations. If you listen to Rick Beato talk about music produced nowadays, he thinks they have like 80 tracks for every song, you know? But like, I do feel like for live, if you want to be able to transition what you're doing on the studio copy with the multiple tracks and then play it live, there are options to do that are not using a backtrack to fill in notes that are missing. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I checked out XG finally.
Yeah,
let's go.
Well, I've heard a song in the past, I think, or something similar to XG. I can't remember what the other.
No, you heard XG. I think you heard Woke Up or one of the rap songs or something like that.
Yeah. So before I piss off XG fans, or anything like that, and let me talk about the good that I really enjoyed with this song. The music video.
We're talking about Gala, by the way.
We're talking about XG Gala. Yeah, the music video is absolutely phenomenal, and Marvel should probably take some pointers on how to do videos from them. I think it would really help out their franchise a lot.
Right.
Dude, absolutely fucking beautiful. Like the music video is stunning. And
See, they have
and the art on them though. The art on them, like I've watched this 5 times this morning. And I was looking at it really closely today. I'm like just the little details, like on their fingers, their face, everything, or the black dripping down their eye. I'm just like, wow, there's a lot of fucking thought that went into this.
Yeah, like that one,
video.
the girl Harvey that has the black eyes. Like she shows in the behind the scenes at one moment that like her fingernails are matching her eyes. So she has like eyes on her fingernails with eyelashes coming off all of them.
I didn't even notice that
fucking
part.
Wild.
I did not even notice that part. That's crazy. Like I said, there's so much stuff that I was seeing in this, and then hearing you guys talking about this morning, I was thinking in my head about some of my critiques that I had as you guys were talking this morning. So I had a little bit of a reflection on it, because when I was first listening to it, I'm like, this is really amazing. This is really good. I listened to it on the phone first, which was a dumb mistake. So I couldn't hear any of the bass, so it sounded really weird. And my first thoughts were melodies were awesome. Structure was very unique, like Champ was telling me this morning. It is very interesting on what they consider chorus, pre-chorus, or verses. But in my head, I didn't hear any chorus except for that melody part. And then everything else was just like, you know, riffing. Like, you know what I mean? It felt progressive rap. It felt like progressive rap or something like that. Now,
like progressive pop rap.
Yeah.
Prog
progressive rap. Yeah, it was like progressive rap. I don't know what the hell you would want to call it. But something that I was thinking about when I listened to it, now that you guys are talking, you guys started mentioning about all the references in the rapping.
Oh, yeah.
So for me, when I heard it, I didn't pick up on none of it. So for me, the rapping was okay. It was okay. But then I thought about it when you guys said something, when you guys were mentioning all the references and how it was so cool that they did that. I'm like, this is why I like story rap better. When people tell stories through rap, that's my favorite type of rapping. Eminem used to do it when he first came out. There's a lot of other, even ICP, even though they're not that great, they suck.
Ren.
Ren. Yeah,
Ren.
Absolutely love Ren's rapping. It's I actually like it a lot. There's some that are okay, but I like more of the storytelling. I guess this is, I'm an idiot like when it comes to understanding references and stuff. So I like it when it's easy for me to understand, right? And then so while they're rapping, I didn't even fucking get anything. I'm like, oh, this is cool, I guess. I'm like, but the lyrics meant nothing to me. But then when I heard you guys talking about this morning, like, oh, this reference, and how they did this, and I'm like, that's why you guys are fucking enjoying it so much, because I'm not getting any of that. Like, no.
Actually, I want to add to this for you though, Alan.
But
wait, before you keep going.
Okay.
There actually is a story to the lyrics too. So like the whole thing is they're these aliens that are coming from wherever they came from to take over the Met Gala and turn it into the X Gala. So like all of the lyrics are actually kind of talking about them doing this while they're doing that in the video also. You see them come down one at a time and then like start taking over the place, and then it turns into the galaxy at the end.
So for people that are watching this clip later, please, is there anyone else that got lost and could figure out that story? Because I couldn't fucking figure that out.
Dude, it's wild. It's so hard.
How do you get that? I did not understand any of that.
It's research is required.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
Like, there's not pretext.
Do you need to do research to understand a song? Like, does it make it a better song?
No.
You know?
No. But it's like that's their like brand. It's like their whole brand is that they're like aliens coming to Earth. Like, so a lot of their songs have this like theme. So it's if you just listen to this without knowing that, it just sounds like a cool song. But once you know that context, now you listen to it, you're like, oh, this is cool. I get it. This is them coming to Earth. This is them taking over the Met Gala.
See, and for me, that's weird, and that's something I just have to get used to as a listener of doing more homework. You know, I'm thinking like when you write a song, you want to make it so it's accessible to everyone, no matter where you're coming from or if you're just hearing it for the first time, so you can immediately get into the song. So for me as a listener, I'm not, I don't listen to him. So I was like, the rap was okay. It was cool. But the thing I did love was the fucking music, especially when I played it through my sound system. Oh my God, it's so good.
You like those dissonant chords they used?
It's so good. It was. Do not listen to that song on a phone. I don't know what happened with the mixing. It was mixed for good sound systems. All right, because there is a way to mix for shitty sound systems and good ones. So I have a pair of speakers for like the good sound, and I have a pair of speakers on top, which I call trash cans. This is what we call it. So you mix through a trash can, so it can sound good on all devices. And I wonder. I don't think people do that anymore. That's just something that's an old school thing to do. I still do it because I like to create more warm mixes and not so perfect. I like the weird artifacts, mistakes, and stuff like that in mixes. So this is a very polished, perfected type of mix where you want the good stereo system to listen to this. You want
they're like expecting.
Do not listen to off of phone speakers.
It's like they designed it expecting that you had the best quality to listen to it because they were going to make it as high quality as they could. Yeah. I do want to say, so like, okay, so let me just
I want to answer Neo's question real quick. Don't you do some homework when you listen to music in another language regardless? No, I do not. I just listen to it. But that's what I mean. But for me, rap is different, though. If they're rapping in another language, it's kind of hard for me to get into.
But this was all in English.
But it's all, I know it's all in English, but I'm just saying in general. Even
I'm responding to Neo
Gotcha.
because he said it's all in English. So.
With the Nemophila song, there's one where they did rap, but it was very brief and very short, and you go back into music, and I can't remember if it was in English or not or Japanese. I don't know. But anyways,
holy crap, Danny! Danny says I don't know if it will happen, but Baby Metal did say they wanted to do a collab with XG. I would shit my pants, dude. Like I would be so fucking happy.
I'm already half shitting. I'm already half shitting just thinking.
Dude, turtle head peeking out already. Like, yeah, dude. Like
the human
that
centipede is gonna be gross. Right? I'm telling you, like, holy shit.
Okay, so like, listen, I just got to get this out there.
I wanted one more thing. I don't mix for like for headphones. I mix for the monitors. Like you mix through the monitors, you do mix for headphones because headphones are gonna have the best quality. What I was talking about was just the phone speakers, or like because a lot of people still listen to shitty stereo systems, believe it or not. So you always wanted to. Back then, we always wanted to make sure the mixes were good for all speakers, or halfway decent. anyways, just throw it out there.
True. Okay, I got to get this off my chest because I've been thinking about it for 4 weeks. So
Okay.
the reason I love this song so much, like most of the stuff that I listen to, it's not really about the sound of it. I'll like any genre, anything, as long as it's impressive, creative, unique. Doesn't really matter. This is definitely not the sound that I usually listen to, except for the rapping part. I do like that a lot. But I fucking love this song because of the structural risk taking that it took as a pop group that is like getting millions of views per video, because a lot of them need to play it safe. A lot of them are scared to break free of that
Even in the K-pop genre.
I think that K-pop's a little bit more unique with it, but they still will do like it'll be okay. So you know what K-pop does a lot? What Bandmade does, which is they'll have that second verse be different than the first verse, but it'll still follow that structure of verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro. Right? That is the normal structure of most pop music, most rock music, honestly, too. You know, in the last 30 years. This song, what's so cool about it to me, this is what just won me over, won my heart over immediately. They do intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus. This is going to be nerdy as fuck. Sorry, guys. They do intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and then they go into the second verse. And the second verse goes into the second pre-chorus, and then it goes into the second chorus. So they're still doing the second verse, but they're doing it through the
head
second
exploded
chorus.
right now.
And then they keep that going into the third verse. So the second verse is still continuing once the third verse beat starts. Then they take off one line, and then they do the bridge in the middle of that, and then they finish the second verse and start the second pre-chorus where the third pre-chorus would normally be.
Bro.
And that to me is it takes so much balls to rap over the chorus beat. Like when you have the chorus beat normally going, I just got an X-Gala into a Met Gala or whatever the fuck they're saying, right? Like that's the normal chorus.
Dude.
But here they just rap over it.
Hold on. Bro, I do not have enough coffee for this.
You don't need to, man. I just need to say this.
It was like
I am so lost. All I heard was verse, and chorus. I play
This
music.
is what I'm talking
I
about.
play music, champ, but you made it more confusing than the actual song.
But
I don't even know what you're talking about.
This is why it's so cool, Alan, because it confuses even musicians. I had to listen to it like 5 times to figure out what they were doing. You know, like that's not what a pop song normally does to you. Right? So that fucking is awesome. So anyway, best pop song of the year.
No, hold on. When I listened to the song, I wasn't even that. I was enjoying it. I heard the chorus come in. I knew it was in weird spots, but whatever the fuck that explanation was.
It's like the Goodwill Hunting, like all
it was
the
exactly
math,
what
like
happened,
symbols
man.
going up and behind me. I'm like, I can't.
I wasn't
I don't
following.
even know what a chorus is anymore. After that
I
explanation.
was like,
all right, you want me to dumb this down?
No.
They go into the second verse and they don't stop rapping until the song's over. Okay, there we go.
Why couldn't you just say that? Why
That's
couldn't you just say
the
that?
easiest explanation.
oh, thank you.
There you go.
That was much better. Thank you.
I told you it was gonna be nerdy, man. You got to deal with my nerdiness.
that wasn't
every once in a while.
nerdy. That was
I've
just
been waiting
like
4 weeks to say that. Okay. That needed to come out, or I was gonna explode.
we need that Charlie Sunny meme.
Yeah. Just pointing at all the different.
Dude, anyway, Japan, they're just making such cool
Japan,
music.
fucking.
Yeah, fucking
Guys.
Japan, man.
Holy shit.
Oh man.
Anyway,
The best part is I don't even know how many people in this chat right now even know the song we're talking about. Like how many people have heard
who
this
listens to
XG song.
XG?
4 at most.
I mean, we got Neo. Neo's
Yeah.
XG is lit.
And so
Ola loves
Danny,
XG.
Danny knows.
Oh man, I've just been letting this play, and this music video.
It's probably
looks
my
crazy.
favorite. What the
That's
fuck is that?
something ain't right. The one we
Oh, I
were
haven't
talking
seen
about
this one yet.
earlier.
I haven't
that
seen
you
this
haven't
one yet.
seen
I haven't seen
yet.
this one. Then.
Yeah, but you see what's going on here, Alan? They're all aliens that have their own powers here. So like they were doing different things.
See, I think I'm gonna have to
It's
go
like a
down.
theme.
Man, fuck you guys. I don't want to get into something else.
Oh, it's so fun though. Their gimmick is so good.
I'm almost thinking. I'm like, maybe I should check this out. I want to get in the weeds on this.
If you do like rap at all, I would definitely listen to Woke Up. I would definitely check out Woke Up.
Yeah,
That song is just hard. Like that's just a fun, like it's kind of like a fuck you song. It's badass.
All right, I'm gonna get the link for you guys so you guys check it out. That'd be interesting. I'm interested to see what the people on this podcast that are
They're
listening.
just my girlfriends.
I want to hear what they think about it.
You know, yeah, me too. I would love to hear what the listeners have to say. Although, Alan, I do want to say something, man. Like, I think that what you would appreciate about this group more than the actual music itself is kind of what I would appreciate, which is the team as a whole, like the editors and the songwriters and the producers and the mixers and stuff like that. They're all so in tune with each other.
Yeah.
And the videos too, that you'll notice like these little tiny things that happen and you're just like, wow, musically that was really impressive. Like somebody really smart behind the scenes is putting this shit together.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, oh, maybe I will get into it, because then you have a badass concept that you guys are talking about that goes over it. That is what's kind of intriguing me also. But even from hearing this song, it's chaotic but organized chaos in the actual music. And like you said, the dissonant chords that are coming in, the different types of chords that you wouldn't expect in a pop song are in this song. And they're taking like a little bit of that Pal Dust style but controlling it. Where Pal Dust
in a pop
just
area.
They do the pop, and then like Pal Dust is like the progressive version of it, you know?
Yeah,
It's the best
I do
way can
agree.
think about it.
I will say though, I don't want to throw you off too much, because if you are going to listen to other stuff from them, they dabble in every kind of genre of pop that there is. So you'll hear a song that's 100% just rap, like no progressive nature to it whatsoever, and then a song that's 100% pop or an R&B ballad or something like that. So
Neo said, me and my buddies.
R&B stuff is my favorite.
Neo said, me and my buddies sing "Woke Up" to start our day sometimes.
Let's
Nice.
go.
I woke up looking like this. Yeah, baby. It's a fucking fire song, dude. Like, it's one of the coolest. Like, it reminded me, Woke Up reminded me of, like, do you guys know who Cool Breeze is? Anybody hear of Cool Breeze? Watch out for the Hook. They did a song. It had like the Outcast guys on it and shit. It was like a group of like 6 people that came on, like 6 rappers that came on in the song and just like spit, kind of like Wu-Tang Clan type stuff back in the day. Well, you guys know who Wu-Tang is though, right?
No, yeah, but I haven't heard of Febreze or whatever you said.
Wu-Tang had like
Cool
a concept
Breeze.
to their stuff too at one point.
Yeah, exactly. So did like all those old school rap
A lot of the
groups
groups
did.
did. I think that's where they're pulling this from.
I do like
They are. So much of their stuff is like homages to the like 90s hip hop and R&B. Like they talk about all those.
I'm still blown away, champ. I hear Billy to pick up references. I was like, I would have never got any of that.
Dude, there's one line. Let me tell you how cool one line is, okay?
Yeah.
There's one line where she says, "Look so sharp, Hattori Hanzo linen. Hit him with the blue steel, Mugato get it." I had to look this one up. Hattori Hanzai is a samurai, like a legendary samurai. So they say, it looks so sharp, Hattori Hanzo linen. Hit him with the blue steel, which is a Japanese knife manufacturing company, but also the pose from Zoolander. Mugatu get it.
Oh,
Mugatu's
yeah, the blue
bad guy
steel.
from Zoolander. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like a
works
triple.
with
It's a
both.
triple.
It's a triple. It's got the knife and the samurai working together with the Zoolander bars at the same time.
Even that first line, that looks so sharp with the Hattori Hanzo, like it's looks so sharp, which is a reference to like sharp steel samurai blade. Like all of it kind of blends together.
And the whole song is about like being at the Met Gala, so it's about how you look, right? So like it all works together so well. I was like, holy shit, that's fucking great lyricism right there. You know, it's crazy.
See, that's the part I fight with, because you have to know those references though to understand.
You do, but isn't that kind of rap in general?
But
like you kind of have to know the references.
This is why I like story rap a little better, because you don't need to know any references.
Okay, I hear you on that.
If you want to be like me, an idiot and oblivious to everything, you know, you can enjoy the rap just because you know where it's coming from, you know. So that's why I wonder, like, is that good?
Huh.
It is good. Like when you when you think about it, you're like, wow, that's actually really impressive and unique. But at the same time, you have to know that, because if we go 30 years out to the future and you come back and listen to this song, you're not going to understand a damn thing this song's talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
they made references that were 25 years old. Like they had a
Dennis
Tricky
Rodman
reference.
I know.
Yeah,
so
it's tricky for Run DMC.
So add another add another 30 years to it.
Yeah, they do a whole bar, a
36
whole Run
chambers.
DMC bar,
It's
like
kinda,
the whole.
It's just I'm just posing a question. It's just always
no.
like, comes
I
into
get what
my
you're
head,
saying. I think
you
it
know?
depends on what you listen for, because like I do kind of listen to rap like that. Like Eminem, definitely my favorite rapper. He was a reference machine. You know, he did have story songs, but he also had just reference.
He did
He
have
just was
references
reference,
too.
Yeah,
But to be fair,
I love that
I
shit.
probably understood those references a little bit more because I
Yeah.
was more into the pop culture stuff back then. Because we're in
Also-
school and
It's
we're in
also
high
we're getting
school when it comes
Japanese
to-
references here, so like
Yeah, we're getting Japanese references.
we're
too
gonna
on
be
top of that.
less. We're getting
you can also equate it to like look at the difference between like clean vocals and harsh vocals. Like you can like both, but like let's be honest, when it's super harsh vocals, like deathcore vocals, like you can't fucking understand what they're saying. Like you don't understand it. So it's almost like when you're hearing a reference you don't get, but it still sounds cool.
That's
Like,
why.
it's like you may not get it, but it still sounds cool. Like maybe that's why
As far
I
as
still
the
like it, even if I don't
sounds-
get the reference.
But the sounds to me, since they're compressed in a way, they're mixed in a way where it's very clean and perfect. When you listen to older rap and stuff, when they do references, you can hear the dynamics in the voices. And they did squash out the dynamics of their rap. I can hear the dynamics in there.
I see what you mean.
But if you listen to older rap that does very similar to this, you could hear all the ups and downs and you can hear the fluctuations of sounds. That's my only problem with like modern mixes in general. They're perfect. They're great. They sound good, you know, but they like even the vocals out so much. I have a feeling that song is 100 times better live. Hearing their actual voices, I bet you is better.
Oh, it's
I don't
cool.
know.
It is
You
cool
can,
live.
I can imagine it already. I'm like, oh, this rapping probably sounds fucking phenomenal live.
Yeah, they definitely sound more like each person sounds individualized live more than they do on the albums. They're definitely trying to mix it so that they sound sort of similar.
Which is
on
totally
on the
fine.
albums.
You get one experience on the recorded version, and then you get the experience in the live one, and you get to choose which one
Yeah.
you like. It's just like the baby metal fans. A lot of them just prefer the live better than the recorded ones. Me, I love both. So
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, I'm still waiting for them to hit the rock genre. Like it's like the one thing that they haven't hit yet. Like they've touched everything else, and I really don't see why they wouldn't. So like that baby
Maybe
metal
they're just waiting on
collab-
that collaboration.
Dude, I'm saying
Yeah.
like if they actually were to do that, because I don't see why they wouldn't. Both of these groups like have sold out the Tokyo Dome. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
why?
They're
Like
both-
they
they're both
are,
really
they
popular in
are.
Japan right now.
They're about on the same level, like of
They're
popularity right now.
They're also like both global brands. Like they're both like popular in Japan and
Yeah.
globally.
Yeah.
which would
They
be a
make
really
sense
good
for me.
marriage. Yeah.
Yeah, why not do it? Like do a fucking new metal song.
Imagine-
Have them
Honestly,
rap and do a
They
new
probably
metal
already
song.
they probably already done it, bro. They
Imagine
probably already
that-
done it. It's been recorded for 3 months. And they're
Imagine
probably
that
just waiting to release
crossover.
it.
That crossover will be insane. Just I
Dude, the
want to
story
hear it.
too. Even like we were talking about the storylines.
Yeah.
like, you
Dude,
know,
baby
XG
metal.
these aliens from outer space or whatever, and it's like baby metal are like
Metal
they are like
Galaxy.
the metal galaxies and shit. Like, I mean, come on,
It's
man.
perfect. It's a
Wow.
fucking match made
All
in
right,
heaven, bro.
fine,
Like, let's
fine.
fucking
I'm
do
gonna
this.
go down the XG rabbit hole.
Itsume-sama,
I'm gonna prepare
put it together.
myself. I'm gonna prepare myself for this collab because I think it's gonna happen. It all makes sense now. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't think you're gonna like most of the music. I think it's more about like
do you like
appreciation.
R&B?
Champ,
Yeah,
you
do
just
you- do you
convinced
like-
me. You just convinced
Do
me
you,
to check
do you
it
like
out.
R&B? Do you like R&B?
I like good R&B if it's good.
Okay, then
Okay.
then you'll
Okay.
you'll like it.
Okay.
But you just like spend all this time convincing me, and then you're like, you're gonna hate it.
Because I
we're
listen to
setting
music
expectations.
different, man.
We're
Like
setting expectations.
yeah, I
That's
don't
all
want
it
to
is.
overhype them. I want you to like go in thinking like, hey, knowing this is a pop group. You know, like you got to go in knowing this is a pop group. I have to have standards that are
All right. If you
pop
guys are
group.
watching this later, let me know what I should do. How should I go down this rabbit hole? And I'll start doing it on my solo channel. I'll start checking it out.
there you
go.
go.
There we go.
There you go.
There you
So
go.
let me know. I'll wait to see what the comments say. All right, guys.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
This has
Also-
been a great episode. Also, Shade has something to say.
Oh no, it was. I was just gonna say we're almost at 1,000 subscribers on this channel. So
yeah.
if you've made it all the way to this point of the podcast and you haven't subscribed yet, please do that because we're
Yeah.
so close to 1,000. This is a brand new channel, so we're
I
trying
know
to grow
1,000
it,
in
so it'd
2
be
weeks
helpful.
would be awesome. We haven't
Especially
until
since
day
the
to do it.
Decodec, we're not going to be streaming there anymore. We're only
Yeah,
going to be
I've never
doing it
heard
on
of
here.
Never
Yeah.
heard of Decodec before.
Yeah,
So
who
if
fucks
you were
Decodec?
expecting to watch it on the other channel, like you got to subscribe here because this is where you're going to watch from now on.
Yeah, did you see that fraud channel too? That Music Player Alan fraud channel that's posted. too.
Yeah,
It's
someone
crazy.
put a comment earlier that said, "I've never seen Alan and Decodec in the same room together." Suspicious.
It is very suspicious. I don't know what's going on with that, but
Yeah, I don't know.
hey guys, we appreciate you all being here. Thank you for joining the South Sound Podcast, where we talk about our favorite musicians from all over the world. You guys have a great one. See y'all all next Sunday. See you.
See you.